Ladies and gentlemen, rock fans from all around the world, welcome back to another episode of MPJ, the new rock album review show where we listen to all the latest rock albums and rate them out of 5. Welcome back to Simon, to Trish, to William, to Dom, and to Pete. Welcome, gang. How you all doing? You all good?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Today's band and the name of the album obviously kind of reflects this little eclectic gathering because the album's called Law, the band is called Law, and the album's called Lost Souls. A bit like us, eh? A little bit like us, bunch of lost souls trying to make a difference in the world as we listen to rock music because we love it. But did we love Law and did we love Lost Souls? Dom, let's start with you, shall we? What did you think of? Had you heard of this band before, and what did you think?
I had heard of them before. Yeah, I mean, this is, for me, some real pure kind of metalcore satisfaction going on for me here. Every element that we've kind of come to expect from this really well-explored genre. And I just think they do it really, really well. Harsh, angry, potty mouth vocals, twinned with some soaring, heartfelt cleans that just make you feel on top of yourself.
What, Dom, potty mouth? Where did that come from? Potty mouth?
There's a lot of potty mouth vocals going on, I tell you.
You can't use the word potty mouth on a rock show.
The band kind of gave me actually Enter Shikari vibes. That's what I was feeling. Who are one of my favourite bands ever, because there's lots of kind of variety in the sound. Gentle starts, some electronic techie stuff going on underneath. There's harmonies happening in there, which I really appreciated. I especially liked My Soldier's Rage, which is inspired by, I think, Attack of the Titans, isn't it? That's yes, what it's inspired by. I mean, that's just sick. I love that. And then Letter of Resignation. I mean, we've all been there, right? And wanted to write that letter. It was just so awesome. And then you've topped it all off with Childhood Died, where the lead singer just lets out all his disappointment with the Star Wars story arc, doesn't he? Really, and it's just hilarious. It's just such a great song. So. For me, it was light-hearted, enjoyable, but still powerful music. So, great album.
I'm glad that William's shaking his head, because William's been with me since he was 17 years old in terms of employment, and he definitely doesn't want to be doing that. That's for sure. Pete, what do you think of Lord? Is this a band you'd heard of before in your metalcore travels?
I was actually hoping you'd start with me, because I was the one who suggested we review this album.
Oh, right, well, there we go then. My apologies, Pete. Let's start again.
That's all right.
We'll start the show all over again. Welcome to the show.
That's all right. If I'm going to be second to anyone, let it be this guy. It's all right.
Because we just met. Love at first sight.
Lost Souls. I came across these guys a long time ago, actually, because Childhood Died was the first track they released, which was already in 2023, I believe. And I was like, wow, this is really cool. Perfectly captures the way I feel about the Star Wars sequel trilogy. Nice clip. They do all these animated clips. So I started to look up, all right, what more do they have? And it was just that one song. So that was a bit of a bummer, but now we're like a year and a half later, and they released a full album, and it's brilliant. It is so fun. It is, you could tell, like, these guys, or maybe I should say this guy, because I've been looking into, like, who are Lost Souls, and apparently it's just one guy that makes all this. Couldn't find a lot of information on it, so it's still a bit of a mystery, but anyway, whatever this is, it's brilliant. Keep on doing what you're doing. The lyrics are really fun. Like Dom said, like the Letter of Resignation is brilliant. Everybody knows somebody who's always late. Make them listen to Dopamine. The lyrics there are just really funny. It goes like, I'm never on time and I don't need to be because I'm the motherfucking hit machine. Everybody has someone. I have one coworker that's always late to work, and I let him listen to that song. He's a big metalcore fan as well, and he's like, that's me. I'm the motherfucking hit machine. what I was going to say about this. It's very simple. Like, there's nothing too technical or too complex about it. You can tell this guy's just having fun with it, and he makes straight up clean metalcore with funny clips, with funny lyrics. In Childhood Died, when he drops his voice suddenly real low, and he goes like, "Kylo Ren's a bitch," and I'm like, yeah. So yeah, all good fun, really enjoyable, and I'm really curious what the rest of you feel. How the rest of you feel about it? So far, so good. So let me hear it.
Simon, let him hear it. Simon.
Oh, let him hear it. My soldiers scream out. Yeah, as Tom said, like, my soldiers rage. Like, that one absolutely got me because it's a reference to a big speech that Erwin does in Attack on Titan. My soldiers push forward. It's amazing. It's such a good speech, and the song is like a reaction to it. It's really good. I love this whole album. Really, like, there's so many memey things. The like and subscribe is really fun. Like, the lyrics to it. Letter of Resignation's funny. Like, it's just great. It's such a good album. His voice is great. The rest of, like, the guitars and drums work well. I think the only thing for me personally lets it down is because it is a bit of a memey album. It's not the kind of one that I constantly would return to, just because obviously you have to kind of be in the mood for this sort of things. But, like, I like Boosters or Plastic Crack. Such a it's so good. There's so many good references to just every aspect of my life. Yeah, an absolutely fantastic album. Loved it.
Trish. Some of my mates who are into Magic the Gathering were like, "Oh my god, this is a personal attack."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, that even made me smile. Trish, what do you think?
So this is hit you in the face aggressive metalcore, especially after the narrative of the opening track, which I do quite like on an opening track, as it has a mystery to it, as it gives nothing away musically as to what you're about to listen to. There is quite a lot of growl screamo in this album, which, as we all know, I've become accustomed to like. I would have liked a little more singing vocals from lead, as he does have a lovely voice to harmonise the album. It didn't deter me from listening to the album. There just wasn't that standout something on it for me to think, wow. But I hope for this Australian band, it brings them success in their genre of music. And for me, the album didn't lose my soul fully to it.
Now, somebody who is a lost soul, but we will gather him back into our arms. William!
Hello.
This must have been your cup of tea.
Yeah, I mean, this was absolutely phenomenal. Let's be honest. There's so many pop culture references, so many references to things I'm obsessed with. As like the obnoxiously biggest Star Wars fan in the world, The Return and Childhood Died hit very well for me. Man, this is so cool. It's full of so many awesome references. It's being portrayed in such a great way. And again, it's the way me and Simon describe the whole, like, this music. It's and you're so passionate about the things you're singing about, you just can't help but scream about it. So it's like it's the encapsulation of, like, here's all the things I really love and all the things I'm annoyed about. And so the only way I can express these feelings is by screaming about it with really cool metalcore music in the background. What's not to love? No, this is really cool. I had an absolutely fantastic time with the album, and I'm very glad because it's been on repeat quite a bit.
Cool.
The past, few weeks.
Okay, fantastic. Right. Well, what did I think? Should I just put? This is for me the worst. The worst kind of metalcore album for me. The worst kind. And I'll explain why. Because for me, it's so frustrating because it just gives me just enough clean vocals and just enough lyricism to try to kind of keep me in any way interested. And that is the worst sort of metalcore, because that then frustrates the hell out of me because there isn't enough clean vocals in it. And yet the lyricism, and I love the boosters, the plastic booster song at the end was so hilariously funny, but ruined by metalcore foreign vocals. And for me, a lot of that was, and there was some really cool stuff in them, ruined by metalcore vocals, which I obviously don't get. But there's just enough in there. There was just enough clean vocals to go on. Maybe you want to have another listen, and I have another listen. I go, no, I don't. I fucking don't want to have another listen because it's driving me mad. And then there's a little bit of clean vocals and some cool lyrics. No, I don't want to fucking listen to it, and I won't listen to it because it's driving me mad. So it's my worst kind of metalcore album for me in terms of utter frustration at the lack of more clean vocals. Anyway, right, will it get into a Hall of Fame? Whose score will be dropped, I wonder? Says, looking at me. And will it hit a Hall of Fame? Let's find out, shall we then? Dom, we started with you, so let's start with you, my friend.
4.5, solid album.
4.5. Pete?
I would like to take this opportunity to point out that neither Simon nor Will complained about the opening track, which is like almost 2-minute long intro, which is amazing. It must be a really great album if they didn't complain about that. And having annoyed yourself, Nige, that's just icing on the cake. But yeah,
I like it. I like opening tracks, mate. I love them.
Yeah, all in all, brilliant album. Nothing too technical or too insane. It's not the kind of album you'll listen to day in, day out, but still a very solid 4 out of 5.
Cool. Will, Simon, sorry.
Yeah, it's because I kept listening to it on shuffle, which is why I missed the intro track this time. Otherwise, oh man! I also try not to let it affect my score. To be fair, 4.5.
Ooh, Trish.
3.
William.
A 4.5.
Wowzers!
Wow.
Well, it got, and you'll be very surprised by this, a 1.5 from me.
Ah, come on!
I think you got that.
I know, right? I know.
That was more clean than that.
No,
Yeah.
no. Anyway, but you'll be glad to know that my 1.5 didn't exist. Eradicate it from your memories and your mind because only 5 votes count to our overall score. So anyway, it got 4.1. So into our Hall of Fame, which is absolutely fantastic. Overall, 79th, got into our top 100 albums, 19th of the year so far. Who knows? Maybe it'll get picked as a wild card into our top 20 at the end of the year. We'll find out. Lots of cracking albums though as well. Thank you very much for joining us. Don't be a lost soul. Hit the like and subscribe button and come back for more. Leave your comments. Do you agree, disagree? Let us know. Thank you very much to my wonderful panel, to Pete, to Dom, to William, to Trish and to Simon. Crack on, rock on, bye-bye.
Bye.